Hey guys, what's up? We are on day 4 of the Christmas countdown. We're gonna be getting into some pretty chill games today. We're gonna be looking at games number 27, 26, and 25. I know it's just a little countdown list, so let's just go ahead and continue the countdown now. We don't need to really get too much into anything else. So, starting at number 27. I feel like this game was in early access for a pretty long time, but it is a game about digging a hole. No, that's it. It's a game about digging a hole. Yes, a game about digging a hole, technically released this year, and this is also when I played it. I think it also is coming out on consoles. So that is good news. If you're a console person, you can play it now. I think they also, it's just strange that the game kind of just blew up. It's a very simple game, but I think that it really kind of hits like a really nice stride when it comes to get in, dig your little hole, get out with your money, and then upgrade your stuff so that you can dig a hole even better. You can kind of make like a little system. And it's also really nice because you can beat the game in about an hour. Honestly, that might be one of the better parts of the game, is that it is extraordinarily cheap. I think it's normally $5, but it goes on sale frequently. It might even be like on Game Pass or something if you still have that for whatever reason. But it really is that simple, and honestly, I would just go in blind. Just think of it as just a ticket to just a really quick show. I don't know. It's really fun. It's also really good as like a gift. So there you go. A game about digging a hole is game number 27. Now we're gonna go ahead and switch gears to something that's a little bit less known, I think. It comes from a franchise that I really like. But I definitely will say that this is a spin-off, and it's probably also in the category of like not for everyone. But this is Cook Serve Forever, officially released this year. Released in July 31st. So Cook Serve Delicious, just in general, is like a cooking... It used to be like a Flash game that you'd be able to play online. And what you would do is that there would be like these commands that you would input on like your keyboard, and then that would mean that you're like putting in different ingredients into your food. This is a little bit more based with controller first controls, which I think is really refreshing. I know that for those Cook Serve Delicious fans, you did have like a scheme for Cook Serve Delicious 3 that also used a controller, and I think some people even preferred that. But if I'm being honest, I think the mouse and keyboard for that game is just phenomenal. So the creator of that game and that franchise made this as like a sort of spin-off. It uses a lot more of like holding buttons and like manipulating your hands, so that way it feels like you're actually like cooking food. It's very bizarre. It's also not necessarily the easiest and most like intuitive thing to do. So it kind of has a background of like skill issues that you might experience that make it different if you're new or even if you're experienced. So it kind of fell in like a bit of a weird spot, but it's, in this spot of the list, I don't think that it's necessarily bad. I think that it got like a complete like overhaul as to like what was going on with it, and I think a lot of people kind of warmed up to that, but a lot of people were kind of burned by the early access version of this. The theming is a lot different. The story's a lot different too. There is like a story to these games that they're post-apocalyptic, and it's been de-emphasized a little bit for something that's a little bit more personal. But I still think that it is great, and I think that maybe if you are interested in Cook Serve, that this would be a good one to pick up. But I would probably recommend picking up Cook Serve Delicious 1 or maybe 3. If you're kind of looking to get into like what this is all about. They're apparently going to be remastering the first one, so that's supposed to be coming soon. But I think they kind of took like a detour with doing that when they were like redoing Cook Serve Forever. But I think that it went out into a really nice space. Our last game that we're going to be talking about is a really fun puzzle game that, you know, me and another friend of mine got really into for a bit. This is called Replicube. Now, I've been no stranger to like coding games before, but this is one that I've spent by far the most time in. It uses Lua scripts, so you have to define kind of how little blocks are placed in this puzzle by running like checks. I'm a very mathy kind of person, so really appreciate anything that lets me sort of flex that muscle. And I did actually learn kind of how you know, code worked in that sort of environment. Now, I think that it's very, very niche. I don't think it's actually going to like translate into anything that would actually be useful, like coding wise. Like, I don't think if this game makes you a better coder, but I think that if you are a good coder, you'd probably be pretty good at this game. But it's a voxel based puzzle game where you have to make a code, and then that tells the computer system, which is basically like this cube, it's Replicube, and you're trying to imitate a different object by using the most efficient code as possible. I think that there's even like ways that you can make your own puzzles and like have people solve them. There's also like puzzles of the day, and you can pretty much use any trick that you can do in Lua if you want to pursue like a leaderboard. So it's a little bit of a weird pick for sure, but number 25, I think Replicube is probably one of my more played single player games of this year, admittedly, just because I got pretty hooked on trying to get good high scores, and I think the game was really, really popular in the summer, and I think they're still making some updates for it. So shout out to Replicube for doing that. Go ahead and make yourself a Replicube. Again, it's like a cheap, it's almost like a toy. It's like an internet toy. And also just the general vibe of the atmosphere is great. But that's going to be it for our list for today. Make sure you come back tomorrow to get some more games from your list. I think we're starting to hit, you know, some really, really good ones. Again, I think all these are good, but you know, definitely like today, these are a little bit more niche picks. And really like a lot of games actually on this list have been pretty niche picks, but we got a couple bigger ones tomorrow, so you do not want to miss that. And if you don't want to miss that, make sure that you subscribe or watch this video to the end, and don't skip around. I'm looking at you. To make sure that YouTube knows that you like watching the videos, so it will keep putting it up on your feed. Okay, I am done talking now. I'll see you tomorrow.